Everybody, welcome to MUSE TV. We are back and we are talking. Today is our fitness day. So we're going to be talking about fitness. We all know we're all trying to lose that COVID 20, possibly 30. Me, I'm thinking about 25. But we're all trying to get back into shape. And we got a great guy here, Logan Delgado, aka Goody Beats. Dude, how's it been so far? How's it been during this whole pandemic and trying not to gain those 20, 25? 30 pounds extra. So
Yeah,
how's it been for you?
it's been actually, so when it started, of course, like everyone else, we were all pretty concerned. Gyms shut down. It was a pain in the butt to go to grocery stores. But you know what? I really took advantage of this time. And I kid you not, and you guys can go check out my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. I documented everything. So when I went in January 1st of 2020, I wanted to step on stage as a bodybuilder. I've never stepped on stage. It had been my first time. So come March 12th, I'm somewhere like halfway through my prep and everything's going great. Well, then boom, COVID hit. Everything shut down. And my coach said, okay, well, you have a choice. You could kind of just quit, which, hey, not going to be mad at you. Hey, this is a pandemic, once in a lifetime thing. Totally get it if you want to quit. Or you can just keep going. And even though you don't have a show, you can always do a photo shoot or something, right?
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I said, you're absolutely right. Because I was very upset because I was doing so well. I was doing so well in the prep. And then boom, COVID happened. And I said, you know what? The easy thing would be to quit. Everybody would understand. No one would be mad at me. But I put in so much work up until that point. I'm going to keep on going. And so I continued my prep with no show, no satisfaction at the end, but I did have a photo shoot. But what I learned through the COVID pandemic was I learned how to cook more. I was actually eating a lot of homemade foods because that's all you could really do.
Yeah.
And I really took advantage of that time and was really eating clean, learning how to cook, and just learning a lot about myself. So long story short, I ended up becoming in the best shape of my life, and I ended up competing later down the year in November. But it's one of those things where I feel like you have a choice. You can either adapt and learn how to conquer this problem, or you could say, you know what, poor me, I'm just gonna hey, it's COVID and nothing I can do about it, right? So everybody has that fork in the road moment.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I think, and well, let's get into this nutrition part because that's what it pretty much comes down to. In order to get to where you're at and to get to those levels, it's a lot of it is working out, but also too, a lot of it is food as well and the type of foods that you eat. And you're a brand ambassador for American Metabolix, which has an awesome product, a pancake mix. It's with SINFIT. It's SINFIT pancake mix. Tell us a little bit about it and about the product.
Yeah. So American Metabolics, I've been working with them since 2000 and I want to say 17. I've maybe even longer. It's been a really long time. We've been working together. And so I'll start off with them first. What really how they caught my attention was what you have to understand is I come from the ketogenic background. Mm-hmm. And so in 2016, 2017, there was not many keto products. Now, obviously, there's keto products everywhere, right? It's 2021. Keto is here. Keto is very popular. Keto is mainstream. But back then, there wasn't a lot of keto products. And when they came to me and said, we want to make a keto meal replacement, and there wasn't anything like that on the market, I said, wow, yes, I need that. Because one, like everyone else, we're always on the go. You got to take the kids to school. You got to get the kids dressed. You got to go to work. You got things you got to do. We're always go, 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 go. Well, when you do the ketogenic diet, the best way to do it correctly, or any diet, is to cook your own food. Well, guess what? We're always on the go. So we're not near a kitchen. So we always have to do fast food, right? Well, that is when keto meal came into play. And it was a true ketogenic replacement meal. And it was amazing, and people loved it. It tastes amazing. Vanilla cake is my absolute favorite. And it was just a game changer for people because like you and I I can't be in my kitchen all day. I can't be near a place where I can cook my food. And so that was a thing that I could take, and it was very convenient for me and a lot of other people. Now, SINFIT, they specialize in sports nutrition, not really ketogenic, but they got some amazing products. They have these protein pancakes, which, okay, who doesn't love pancakes? I love pancakes. I grew up on pancakes, but unfortunately, when you get my age, you get a little bit older, you can't be really eating pancakes all the time. Right? It's not really the best way to go about your nutrition and really getting ready for a show. But thanks to SINFIT, they came out with a high protein, very clean ingredients pancake mix, and people love it. I mean, I'd rather give my kids that than your traditional pancake mix, and the kids love it. My girls love it. They're getting their protein in. It's very low sugar, and so it's just a healthier option, right? It's a very smart option than going with your traditional brand pancake mix.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. If your kids like it and it has a good taste, because I think that's with both products. If it has a good taste, especially for people who are starting to get into it, I think that really helps. Because there's some,
Absolutely.
because I remember when I was younger and I was running and everything, sometimes the taste was just very chalky, wasn't there. But if you have a good product that tastes good, you're going to get people to actually like it and actually stick with the program.
Yeah.
Um, how important do you think is, I mean, for, I mean, you already been there, you're at that bodybuilder level now, but for people who are starting out, how important is the taste of a product, do you think, to get them?
It's everything. It really is everything. And this is the reason why I say this. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, going on 8 years. So, I've met a lot of friends in my space who are who are entrepreneurs of their own, and they all come out with their own products, right? And we all want to support each other. We all want to support. Someone's, hey man, I just launched this product. I'd love for you to try it out and let me know what you think. And I tried out. I love the guy. He's my good friend, but man, this product sucks. Like, I'm sorry, man, but this product is terrible. I love you, man, but I can't take this. I mean, so that it's very important because I have friendships, I have relationships with great friends of mine, but I won't try the product because it just doesn't taste good. And there could be another product that I have no relationship with. There actually is. Um, and I love it because it just tastes so amazing. I don't know who the owner is. I don't know who the company is. Never heard of them, but I don't care. It tastes so damn good. So yes, it's very important. If you don't have a product that tastes good, then guess what? Someone's going to buy your bottle or whatever your product one time, and that's it. They're never coming back. So you have one shot, and you better get that taste. You better get that flavor. You better get the ingredients right.
Exactly. And I think that's where American Metabolics and SINFIT did a great job in getting something really good and tasting that you're going to stick to it. You're going to
Yeah,
stick.
I also want to say something about, and I want to use an example for keto meal. When keto meal first came out, we were using sucralose. Now, look, there is a big back and forth with sucralose. Yes, I know it's not great for you, but to the ketogenic point of it, it won't knock you out of ketosis. It doesn't raise blood sugar. And so there was this big back and forth. With, oh, well, people don't like sucralose. Some people say it's okay. We heard back from our community and our customers, and the majority of them didn't like it. So we said, you know what? Bam, we took it out and we replaced it with monk fruit, which is a very healthier and people are more accepting of monk fruit for a sweetener. And so, that just goes to show you, like you need to listen to your customers. If they tell you they don't like something, you better change it or they're leaving. And we listen to them, and it was the best decision we ever made.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where you listen to your customers, you know what to do, you know how to make the adjustments, and then you got a good product because you know what you're working with. But the one thing I want to get into is how you got started, because like you you were like a lot of other people. We all gained an extra couple pounds, and you had a determination to lose and to get in shape, get into a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah,
How did you do it? How did you start? How did you get people, etc.? People, if people are watching and they feel like
yeah,
I can't do this,
yeah,
you're proven that you can
yeah.
do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely can. So for those of you who don't know me, I used to be overweight. I was borderline obese. I was pre-diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure at the age of 26. And my doctor looked at me and said, "Dude, what are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like you're going to kill yourself if you continue to eat like this and you continue this path of your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you're living." And that was a real wake up call for me. And I remember the next couple of days, I eventually got a gym membership and committed to a gym membership. See, the one thing that I was always doing was going to the gym when I had time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? Nobody has time. Okay, you have the same 24 hours that I have. The only difference is what I make a priority is what I'm going to do, right? And so going to the gym, prepping my food, eating correctly, I made a priority. Not binging Netflix, not scrolling on Instagram, not watching hours of YouTube, not playing Fortnite, right? So we all have the same time. We just, what we do with it is what makes us different. So I finally committed to a gym. I paid a whole year's membership up front. And I don't know about you, but I don't like wasting money.
Yeah.
And that was a huge gut check because 26 years old, I wasn't making a lot of money back then, and I paying $300 and something dollars for a membership. I was like, oh man, this is I don't know if I could do this, but I needed that commitment, and I needed to do that to go to the gym. So guess what? You know how many times I went to the gym? I went to the gym minimum twice a day because I was gonna get my money's worth, right?
Yeah.
And so that is how I slowly got into the gym. And now look, I knew nothing about the gym. I was level zero. I was going from machine to machine. I knew nothing about working a certain body part on this day and this day and this day. But like everyone else, we were all newbies to the gym. And as time went on, I gradually learned how to work out. I learned out about splits, how to break up your workouts, how to have a day dedicated to your legs, have a day dedicated to your arms and your back. And I slowly picked up how to exercise. Well, then I actually discovered I had a friend of mine that was training me, who was actually my boss at the time. Um, he put me on a diet plan because he knew a lot about bodybuilding. Well, he just knew a lot about working out and nutrition. He was just a very smart guy. He knew a lot about everything. Like his guy was just so brilliant in everything in life. And I told him one day, I was like, man, I really want to get shredded because that was the term everybody was using back then in 2013 was the shredded. Everybody was using that word. Oh, you want to get shredded. You want to get shredded. And he said, here you go. Follow this plan. And I followed this plan. I had no idea what I was doing. He put me on a ketogenic intermittent fasting plan. Now, if back then, if you would tell me you're doing keto, I'd said, what is keto? I've never heard of it. But that is how it all started for me. I slowly got into the gym, committed to it. And it just became an obsession. It became a lifestyle. I started documenting it on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel blew up because keto was just blowing up at the time as well. So people wanted to know, like, how is this guy losing weight and he's eating bacon and eggs and butter and steak? He's not eating rice and sweet potatoes and all and oatmeal like all the other people we watch on YouTube. And that is how it all started. But the main thing is I want to share with people who are watching this because I'm sure they're probably the same age as me is like, look, I continued to live this healthy lifestyle all while balancing a 9 to 5 job, balancing a at the time was a hobby, but now has turned into my full-time job. I'm married. I have kids. I'm a proud father, proud husband, proud family man. So I need to make time for everybody, but you can do it. You just have to make those things a priority. So if that means getting up before work, then guess what? You got to get up. If that means going to the gym for your lunch hour, then you're going for your lunch or going after work or going when the kids go to sleep. Whatever that may be, you got to make time to go do those things.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with you on that, especially after what we went through. Being Latino, us being Latinos, we've
Mhm.
seen where COVID attacked us pretty hard.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and sometimes even me and my sister were questioning, is it diet? Is it the way we eat? The exercise? And I think it really had a lot to do with it. that we have to live a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
Sometimes dump the lard and do some type of another type of foods in order to make sure we get the most nutrition. So after, if this ever were to happen again, we're more prepared
Yeah.
physically for whatever comes up.
Yeah.
And I
Look,
think that's cool.
I couldn't agree with you more. So yes, for those of you who are watching, I am 100% Mexican. I got a big ass Mexican family. I say it all the time. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know you see us every Sunday at my uncle's house. We get together every Sunday. That is what our Mexican culture does. We are brought together by food, family, and love. And so, yes, majority of my family have very bad health issues. And you would think like, Logan, well, you know, they see you every week and they see that you lost weight. Why don't they do it? You cannot force somebody to eat healthy. They need to make that decision for themselves. All I can do is be here for support and say, look, if you ever need anything, I'm here to help you. But they have to make that choice. Number one example is my mother. My mother has so many health issues. It breaks my heart because that's my mom, right? I couldn't tell you how many times I've had this conversation with her mom. You know, if you just would follow this meal plan, I've made her meal plans. I've done this. I've sent her food. I've done so many things to try to help her battle her health issues. Her body just aches and her body's always warm. And I'm like, Mom, that's inflammation. That is all. This can be cured by just eating correctly. And she won't do it. And that's her choice. And so I understand it can be very hard. And for those who are watching, if you have loved ones like that in your life that you desperately want to help and you know that eating correctly could really help them, all I can tell you is you have to encourage them, positive encouragement, support them. But at the end of the day, you cannot make that choice for them. They have to make that their own self. And for me, you know, again, being Mexican, I grew up on tacos. I grew up on rice, beans, tortillas, tamales, everything, you name it. That is what I grew up on. But as you get older, you understand you can't really have that stuff every day. And so there are many substitutes you can have. There are now low carb tortillas. You know, you can substitute cauliflower rice for, you know, instead of regular Spanish rice. There's so many things that you can substitute now. You just got to go find it and put an effort into creating it. But there are other substitutes for the way you and I eat and the way we were brought up. So
yeah, I agree with you on that one, because sometimes there's some days I miss my grandma's refried beans when she used to use Rex lard, but then I step back and I'm like, wait, I can't do that anymore. That just doesn't work. And now, like, I think you're very positive and you're gonna help a lot of people, because that's the one thing. Like with me, I'm trying to find people who are gonna motivate me back into getting back into this, because I could do it on my own, but sometimes a little push helps every so often. So I'm going to be following your YouTube channel because I'm trying to get back. I was in a good formation, then COVID hit, and I had to make sure the business was going. So I get it, and now I'm trying to get back into it. So I'm definitely going to be following your channel. How can people follow you? How can people be a part of to make sure that and see what you're doing so that they can get that motivation? Find out some tips and tricks.
Yeah, so you can follow me on YouTube. It's Goody Beats, GOODYBEATS, Goody Beats. Don't ask me how I got the name; it's really random. But you can find me on YouTube at Goody Beats. You can follow me on Instagram at Goody Beats and Snapchat and TikTok and every other platform that we got to be on. That you can find me. And look, I'm always, you know. I'll tell you first and foremost, for people who, you know, again, who've never heard of me, number one, family comes first. I'm very big on family. I got two beautiful daughters, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I now, like you said, your motivation changes, right? Like sometimes you need motivation, you need this. When I first started my fitness journey, I didn't have kids. So my motivation was totally something else. Now that I have my two beautiful girls, they're my motivation, and I do this for them. I want to show them how important eating healthy is, not for a vanity side of it, not because, you know, oh, this will make you look pretty, or whatever nonsense that is. No, this will help you feel better. This will give you more energy. This will help you grow. This will help you be able to pay attention more. And so having kids now, it's my biggest motivation. I want to be there for them. I want to show them the importance of being healthy. And I have many clients that have, we've had very deep conversations because they want to just be able to go play with their kids and they can't. And so you have to think about that. And so if you're at the beginning stage of your journey, of your health journey, write down your why, whatever that may be, whether it's your kids, your husband, your wife, your mom, your dad, or yourself. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it on your bathroom mirror. So every single day when you look at that, you're reminded, you're motivated why you're doing this and how important it is to you. Because I get it. I understand. It's a very tough time right now, depending on where location you're at with gyms closed and whatnot. But you got to stay you got to stay focused and determined, and just have that why remind you every single day.
Exactly. And that's why I say sometimes, and especially during this time where things are closed, got to go old school, walk around the block, go to a park, even throw a baseball around really does help because it gets you moving. So, hey,
Yes.
thank you so much for being a part of this. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be following you. So thank you for being a part of Muse TV.
Yes. Thank
And
you. Thank you.
don't forget to check out his channel. It's something definitely you're going to want to see with at Goody Beats. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Muse TV.